So good afternoon, everybody. Apologies about the massive delay in this. As with all press conferences at Arsenal Football Club, it is extremely hard to find out exactly what time they're going to be doing them. Nobody tweets out a time that he's going to do his press conference. You just have to hope and pray that when you search Arsenal press conference or Arteta press conference, that something eventually pops up. Because there's no specific time as to when he does these, and nobody, when they do know the time, tweets out the time. So yeah, it is hard work trying to get them. This is not the full transcript. I'm not sitting and wasting another hour of my life waiting for the full transcript. So this is just the main bullet points, as far as I'm aware. It's not the full transcript. Let me just go live on HOTMIC. So yeah, apologies if you're all sat around waiting. I nudged it back a couple of times as well. So I do apologise, but it is out of my control, unfortunately. But there we go. Anyway, we'll get straight into this. Do smash the likes up if you haven't already. And do download HOTMIC if you haven't as well. I would appreciate that. The code, use my code. The link is in the description. Nearly 850 people follow me on that now. So make sure you go and check that out. And yeah, let's get straight into it. We'll start off with the first question. We're going in order of the questions that this has come out and the answers, etc., etc. But he was asked about the philosophy of developing players, young players, etc., etc. He said, first of all, you have to assess what stage of their development they are at. I'd consider that there's 5 different ones. We're pretty lucky because the academy has done such great work in the last few seasons to produce players and the personalities we have in the squad now. It comes to how we support them, how we can create the right environment for them to grow in a place where they have some protections, but at the same time, the exposure to grow under the circumstances and context they have to deal with the pressure and competition. I love working with the young players. And listen, we have actually got quite a few decent young kids, haven't we? Smith Rowe is another one that's on loan. John Jules is on loan. We've obviously got Maitland-Niles, who's technically still a youngster, isn't he? Although he doesn't really feature much recently. But then obviously we've got Saka, we've got Martinelli, and it's exciting, man. It is exciting. I'm more excited about seeing the youngsters play every week than I am about seeing anyone else play. So yeah, this website's running so slow, man. I don't know what it is doing. How far can the players go? Was the next question. No, it isn't. This website's confusing the life out of me. I have no idea what is going on with this fucking website. What's going on? What's going on here? It's froze. There we go. How far can the players go? We have to see the limits. We want to give them as many opportunities as possible, and again, the right environment and structure around them. It then depends on them. It's not about doing it for 1 month, 3 months, or 8 months. It's about doing it for long term. You know the demands of this football club and the level you have to be here. You have to be consistent. And that's probably the hardest thing to do. Yes, it is. Consistency is key in football. Do you think you can target Man City's weaknesses? This website's moving mad. That's what we're trying to do as much as possible. Like any other team, they have some weaknesses, as you mentioned, as well as it's about stopping their strengths. They have a lot. It's part of it. It's part of any game plan, not just about City. It's about any other opponent we're facing. Tomorrow we'll do the same. And tomorrow, we need a defensive masterclass. That's what we need. Because I'll tell you something, if we don't get a defensive masterclass tomorrow, and you've got all of these players flying down the wing at you, Sterling, Mahrez, Sane could still play, I suppose, then we're in big trouble. And yeah, it's going to be hard work. He spoke about Dani Ceballos. I don't know what this is doing, man. This is running well slow. Can't see any of your comments at the moment. Let me just rifle through this because this website's winding me up. He spoke about Dani Ceballos briefly, and he said that the club are trying to get him to stay. So I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Listen, he's been pretty good in recent weeks, hasn't he? So let's see if he can kick on and do that again for the rest of the season. But he said that he rates him and he wants to keep him, basically. So what is your reaction to fans possibly being able back in the stadium from October? If you haven't seen this, Boris Johnson's come out and said that fans may be allowed back in the ground by October, which is kind of cool. It's about time. Listen, it'll only be happy when it's safe to do so. But Mikel Arteta was asked about that. He said, obviously, things are evolving in different countries. in different ways. I think we have to be patient. We're all desperate to have people back in the stadium. It's what makes football what it is. We need to be able to create a safe environment for everyone to come and join in. My opinion is it will be gradual, and sooner the better, but let's be careful. I agree with that. Listen, when it's safe to do so, fans will be back in the ground. The same as when it was safe for football to come back, football's come back. The FA Cup would be huge for your season in your hopes of getting back into Europe. Absolutely, for many different reasons, but as well, this competition is part of our history, and in the past 10 years, or more, it's been a great opportunity for us to win a trophy. We're very excited, and we will go there tomorrow to make another step forward. And I enjoy the FA Cup. I genuinely do. Let's come on to the main man. If the website loads, I don't know what is going on with this, man. This is running proper slow, man. I need to get the hamster to run around the wheel a bit quicker. He was asked about Mesut Ozil. Is he in your squad? Arteta said he's been training. He was then asked the question again. Is he in the squad? He said, I haven't done my squad yet, but he is training. Again, not really saying yes, he's going to be there, is he? And I'll be shocked if he's there after not playing since we've come back. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. He was then asked, does the manner of your Liverpool win bode well for the Man City clash? He said, unfortunately, yes, we had a good reaction after the goal. It's not easy. They're such a dominant team. I'm really pleased with the result that we got. They're going to be different games within that game. And it's going to happen tomorrow as well. We cannot expect to be dominant for 90 minutes, but I don't want to be defending deep for 90 minutes. There's going to be a lot of little games that we have to play really good. We'll have our moments as well, and we know how crucial it is in big games in competition to make it always good and make the right decision. I expect not a similar game, but the level of difficulty again will be really, really high. And it is. Man City have got the best squad in the league. I know they haven't won the title, but for me, they've got the best squad of players. Liverpool have probably got the best 11. Well, they have got the best 11. They won the league. But Man City, if you look at their bench compared to Liverpool's, it's light years apart. Will you have to sell to buy? He said, I don't know. We're facing a lot of uncertainties at the moment due to COVID. It's hit all the clubs. It's obviously a big worry, the uncertainty we have with some of the players. We don't know where we're going to finish and how much impact financially that will have. We're going to have to sit down at the end of the season and work out what we are able to do, but working together. And we've been working together with the club for the past few months to put different plans together to see how we can minimise the uncertainties we have. Well, listen, unless we win the FA Cup, we ain't getting into Europe, in my opinion. So there you go. Why are you not picking Ozil and Guendouzi? Good question. A question that we want to know the answers to. Pure footballing reasons. My decision is always that. My only ambition is to put the best squad that give the best balance in and out of the field and the best possible chance to win the game. There you go. But he obviously don't rate them then, does he? Or does he? And he's just teaching them a lesson. I don't know. But let's move on to the next one. If this loads. How hopeful are you Aubameyang will sign a new deal? I've always been very positive about it. I don't know if the key to the future and in football anything is possible, but I see his reactions. I see how he's training every day, and I know that he's happy. I talk to him a lot, and if we're able to do it, I think we can do it, and we know how important he is for the team. Well, he's still not signed a deal, my friend, and time is ticking down. Transfer window officially opens at the end of this month. Oh dear, is this going to load? Would you like to see Lacazette sign a new contract? I really like Alex. I said before he even joined that he's the type of striker I really like. I think he had periods where he's been very unlucky because he was having the chances and not converting them, which he's not used to. But the way he can link play, is a massive competitor and hates to lose. He goes for every ball, every challenge, and I now see he's ready to go. He works really hard and is a very intelligent player. I'm really happy with him. There you go. He was then asked again, would you be prepared to lose Lacazette? Simple answer coming up here. Why would I want to lose a player like him? I'm really happy with him. We're nearly done. Then I can turn this off. This is long in my life out. What is going on here? No, seriously. And I'll come to some of your questions. Have you spoken to Maitland-Niles about the reports that he wants to leave? He said, I don't disclose those reports, first of all, because I don't read them, so I don't know about them. I speak to the players about how they're feeling and how we can help them. If they're having difficulties, again, I speak to them and make it easier for them. He's a player who can play many different positions. We have discussed things, and in my opinion, he can improve or adapt his game because he has incredible quality. He has every quality that you need to be a football player at the highest level. He just needs to do it in a little more consistent way. But he's someone who can adapt to any position well. Listen, it's all well and good saying you have to be consistent. We said this about Pepe. You can't be consistent if you ain't playing. Does Maitland-Niles have a future at Arsenal? Yes, maybe he didn't play as much as I wanted him to play, but I played him in many different positions in very important games as well. Maitland-Niles is decent, man. We should keep that kid. He is quality. Next question. Was you sending a message to the owners after the Liverpool game? He said, no, that was misinterpreted. It wasn't my intention. We work so closely with everyone at the club, the owners, to put a plan together to take the club forward. Everybody has the same ambition. We're all in this together. But if you ask me right now, what do I have and how can I do it? I'm sorry, but I don't know, because there are a lot of questions that we do not resolve right now with the situation we have. One is financially, and the other one is because we do not know if we're in Europe, and because we have players that we don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, he's talking about players that are coming out of contract at the end of next season. That's the reality. It's not about sending a message. We all have the same objective, which is trying to bring the club back as quickly as possible, fighting with the top teams in the country and in Europe. That's it. That's all I want to do as quickly as possible. And we'll get to the next question in a minute. There he is. There he is. Look at him. How cool does he look with them shades, man? Do you speak to the Cronkies or with Raul? Good question. Better than the last press conference, isn't it? Even though I can't load half of it. I speak with them and I have a really, really good open relationship. That's why when you mention that I'm surprised because I don't need to do that. I can make a phone call and speak to them, and they have been very, very supportive from day one that I joined the club, and they are very much participating in the decision to bring me back here. The same with Raul, Vinay and Edu. There are no gaps in friction or anything. There we go, straight from the horse's mouth. He speaks to the owners directly if he wants to. Let's move on. Jesus Christ, man. Have assurances changed since you took the job? He said the context has changed. Nobody knew that what COVID was going to do. We didn't know where we could take the team. It's been a really difficult moment. Sometimes we were looking down, don't forget, to relegation zone and saying, Jesus, we've only won 1 in 13. We want to move forward, and I'm very ambitious, but because I can only think about this football club moving in one direction, I'm going to push everything I have. It's my job to do so. First of all, with the players that we have, it's not just about the players. If we can improve with the staff, a staff member, if somebody's going to give us an extra yard on something, we'll push to do that. The first thing is to improve the players that we have. And I think we've done that so far, and we can go to the next level. Of course we can. But in the meantime, as well, we need sometimes to some specificity to move the club quicker into those positions. Again, a nice little dig. You could say it's a dig. Right, let's get rid of that because that was running super slow motion. I don't know what was going on there. But the main bullet points from that really were he speaks to Kroenke whenever he wants. He speaks to Raul whenever he wants. He's got direct links straight to him. He doesn't have to go from one to the next. Mesut Ozil is still training, same as Guendouzi. He wants to keep Lacazette, and Maitland-Niles has a future, but he's got no consistency, and that's because he doesn't play. But that weren't bad. The questions in that were a lot better than the last press conference. The last press conference, who was ever asking them questions, it was just embarrassing. That obviously wasn't the full transcript. I haven't seen it. It's not out yet. They're still putting that together. But I didn't want to sit here at 4 o'clock my time, which is in 53 minutes, and do it. I want to go and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. So we went with what we've got. And let's come into some of your comments and questions and read some of them out. Do smash the likes up. Like I said, we have got a massive game tomorrow. It's a huge game in our season. And we really, really need to pull a result out of the bag, because if we've got any hope of qualifying for Europe, I think the only hope we've got is by winning the FA Cup, because I can't see us doing it in the league positions. Yes, I know we've got Villa. I know we've got Watford still to come, but I genuinely can't see it. I can't see us doing it via the league position. So so there we go. And let me read this donation out that I missed because I couldn't see the screen. 1 second. Bear with me and I'll read it out. Thank you very much. I will get there. There we go. See, everything else runs sweet, and that website was just moving crazy today. Oh, also, Eric and DVS Dallas, apologies for not reading your super chats out yesterday. I didn't see it. So apologies to both of you guys. And thank you to Stephen Featley as well for your donation. Highly back home stable, back to weekly infusions, but still waiting to see if they will do surgery I need or not. Fighting them to get it, as they say no, which worries me. Thanks for your support. Thank you for your support as well, mate. I appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to Stephen Featley's channel, type it in on YouTube and do it right now. Let's read some of these comments out. Thank you to everyone who is watching on HOTMIC. Big up Anish. Hope you're good, bruv. Lacazette is staying at Arsenal according to Arteta. That's pretty much what he's saying, isn't it? He's saying that he rates Lacazette. He rated him before he come in. He's a guy that can hold the ball up. He's a guy that can link the play. It's kind of his player is what he's saying. He wants to keep him. But there we go. How are you doing today, mate? I'm very good, Jaden. And no, I'm chilling today, man. Afternoon, Ewan. Some of your comments are hilarious. Some of your comments are jokes. But yeah, tomorrow, listen, Cedric Suarez is suspended, not suspended, he's cup tied. Obviously he played in the cup with Southampton. So Suarez cannot play at right back tomorrow, which is probably why he played the other day and then Bellerin was benched, because Bellerin's going to come straight back in. We already know this. I think Rob Holding won't play. I think Kolasinac, Mustafi and Louise will be the back line, hence why Mustafi and Kolasinac were sat down on the bench the other day. And obviously Danny Ceballos, he didn't play the other day, so I think he'll be playing tomorrow. But we shall see. Let's do a couple more of these. Would you keep Laka or Abba if you had to pick one? I'd keep Aubameyang, mate, if I had to pick one. It'll be a horror show tomorrow. Look away if you don't want to know the results. Afternoon to you. Big up, Connor. City will destroy us tomorrow. And I'll see people say we will win. It will be lucky. We had luck the other day, 2 cock-ups from Liverpool's defence. I ain't watching tomorrow. We're getting slapped, says Esme. And let's come to some of these. Big up my boy, Assassin. Lee, GOAT. Sane's not a City anymore. I keep forgetting that. Do you know that? Real talk. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Genuinely keep forgetting, mate. But thank you for reminding me. Big up Mohamed Issa. It says Lee Maitland-Niles has the potential to become a world-class right back. He's better than Max Aarons. Why are we not playing him? I'd love to know why we're not playing him. I think he's quality, mate. I really do. Big up my boy. Excuse me, boss. What team do you support? Jesus Christ. Raging Demon says you can have Lacquer and whoever, we ain't good enough. Fact. Well, we're not good enough. That's why we're 9th. Arteta better ring his mates to keep the score low tomorrow. Big up yourself, Omar. Yep, Zoolander will be back tomorrow. Zoolander will be back tomorrow. We know that. Yes, Jason. Afternoon to you, buddy. I'm on the pure orange juice today at the moment, mate. I'll probably need some Estrella tomorrow because it could get messy. Did you see that Martinelli is out until 2021? Yeah, he's out until the end of the year, man. It's kind of sad, really, isn't it? Kind of sad. Let's do a couple more of these. What do you think of this 11? Martinez, Maitland-Niles, Mustafi, Holding, Tierney, Saka, Ceballos, Xhaka, Abba, Laka, Pepe. Better than what we have been picking. Better than what we have been picking. Kim Gaston says Bellerin, Kolasinac, Nelson, Willock should not start if you want a good result. I'm dreading Sterling up against Zoolander. That's going to be our graft. 349 days until the so-called greatest number 10 ever to grace football leaves the circus. He might even be gone before that. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice if we could get rid of him this summer? Predict the score for Man United versus Chelsea. Man United to win 3-1. I think Man United are in fine form at the minute and they're doing really well. I know they messed up a little bit in stoppage time against Southampton, but I'm only seeing that going one way. Look at Wifey with the confidence. I'm confident for the game. It's a cup game. Big up Wifey. Well, yeah, listen, we've beaten them in the cup semi-final before, haven't we? And that was under Wenger, and then we went on and won it against Chelsea. Could we do it the same way? I don't know. Who's winning the FA Cup? Do you know what? I can't see us beating Man City, but I couldn't see us beating Liverpool the other day. So what do I know? But if City beat us, they'll win it. If they don't beat us, then we've got a chance. It's a final. A one-off game as a final, yeah, we can turn up and beat anyone. So no matter how crap we are. Big up my guy. Hope you're well, buddy. I see you become a member the other day as well. So thank you very much. I'm very well, man. Hope you're good. I will be back at 5 o'clock. Probably later than that, actually. Let me make it later then, because I won't be doing a 9 p.m. tonight. Date night and all that one. So if I say 7 o'clock UK time. 1 second. Yeah, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock tonight. I'll have my preview and my starting 11. So there'll be no 5 p.m. stream. I'll stream at 7 and it'll be the preview. So yeah. No point doing a combined 11 because none of our players get in their team apart from Tierney probably. Other than that, and Aubameyang. Other than that, I don't think any of our players get in their teams. There's no point doing combined 11s. But let's read a couple more. Ozil is the new. He's been frozen out. Yeah, he's frozen on his gamer chair, bro. I can't wait. I genuinely can't. It's going to be hilarious the day he goes. Swap Matteo for Coutinho. I'm not convinced Coutinho's all that, bruv, to be honest. But we shall see. Let's do a couple more. When's the next member stream? Sunday, 7 o'clock, mate. Sunday, 7 o'clock. And yeah, 7 o'clock tonight, I'll be doing my preview. So come join in about 7:05 when I go live. Because it's Lee late, Gunner. We love being late. I'm not actually late. I'm actually early for the next stream. You just don't know it yet. And on that bombshell, I'm going to read this last one out from my boy Pramod on Facebook, and then I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go and chill by the pool for the rest of the day. Beautiful day again. My tan's coming on all right, by the way. Golden Child FC. Do you think the players are motivated with the money they are going to get back if we win the FA Cup and get into Europe? Well, that should motivate them because if we do get into Europe, they get some of their money back, don't they? So yeah, I think we could potentially beat City, but we're going to have a mad amount of luck. They're going to have to be on an off day, and we're going to have to play at our best. And all three of them things are probably not likely to happen. But you never know. It's the magic of the FA Cup. Who thought we're going to beat them? Who thought we'd beat Chelsea when we played them in the cup final? So I don't know, man. Anyway, listen, all have a wonderful afternoon. All have a wonderful day. And I'm going to go and get my tan on. And I'll be back at 7 p.m, not 5 p.m, 7 p.m, with my preview for the Cup semi-finals.